You want to do these measurements before you can get a jigsaw. Measure from the side that has the hole in it. Put it at the end of your wood and measure 13 inches. Put a mark. If you draw it straight across with your ruler, it might be straight. We don't want to have it might straight, we want to have it for sure straight. So we're going to use a tri-square. How this works is, if this is up against the edge of your wood, that's going to be a straight line. You notice that it doesn't go all the way across. So you're going to draw that and then connect it to the other side. Then you're going to write two names, Student 1 and Coon. You want to draw as many lines as you have people at your table. So if you have 4 people at your table, you're going to do 2 lines. Then you're going to draw the line. Then you have Student 3, Student 4. If you have 5 people at your table, do 1 more line. Draw it across. So that's the most people have at their table is 5. Once you have these 3 marks, you're going to clamp this to the table. When you clamp it to the table, pay attention to this line. Don't have it over the table. Don't have it too far out. You want to clamp it to the table. We don't want to damage the wood, so that's what the scrap wood is for. Have it so the handle is on top. Put this underneath the table. Tighten it. Once your project looks like this, you call me over and I will come give you this. How this saw works is there's a trigger. There's not an on and off switch. When you push the trigger, this goes up and down. I'll show you after I plug it in. If you can't quite reach the plug, swing it a little bit so it comes to you. When you do this, you got to make sure at the demonstration that you're not standing behind me, that you can see what I'm doing, and you want to see the blade. If you cut like this, you have no idea where you're cutting. If you're tall, look over it and see the blade and the wood. If you're not so tall, go to the side and do it. If you do this wrong, this is the sound you're going to hear. It's going to bounce up and down. If it bounces up and down, that means you're not putting enough pressure here. So this shoulder, put it down on it. When you do this step, if you do this step with your mouth open, you're going to get a mouthful of sawdust. When you do this, this is going to fall to the ground when you're done. I don't want this to fall to the ground, so someone at your table needs to hold it. Thank you for volunteering. Look at the blade. Make sure it's not touching the wood when you turn it on. You try to cut right on the pencil line. If you don't cut exactly on the pencil line, that's fine. This is a rough cut, meaning we're not going to use all this wood. So try to cut straight, go slow. When you're done, you keep it on the wood until the blades stop moving. Put it on the table, move it, cut another one. So you're going to do all 3 cuts before you give your jigsaw to anyone.